go. Hey, does it feel like it's taking a lot of shots to get this done? Yeah, I tell you what, it really feels like we're not getting as much power as we can get out of these things. I don't know what the deal is.
Later that day.
Gentlemen, the 5.56 just isn't 86 like it used to. We need something new. The boys over there, they had a real bad problem with needing 2, 3, maybe even 4 of these little guys to really take down an enemy. So what I'm thinking is we need a brand new round, something truly American, like this American flag cowboy hat. We need something that's at least 5 to maybe even 10 times the size of this, that has much harder hitting power, especially in a short range where our guys like to operate. So I'm looking at you guys out there, the manufacturers. Are any of you all interested? Winchester, Remington? Ain't no way, bro. Colt, we've been buddies forever. Can you do this for me? You are outside of your mind.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the one.
And that, guys, is the too long didn't read version of how we got to this spicy little chubby boy right here, the 458 SOCOM. They were having some trouble in certain situations with the 5.56, and it wasn't necessarily doing the job. So the folks at Special Operations Command said we want a bigger bullet, and not only did we want that, we wanted to fit in a regular AR-15 lower, M16 M4 lower, and we also wanted to fit in the typical magazine, just the standard 20-30 round magazine in a single stack configuration. And so what the guys at Tromix and Tempu did was they made it happen, and they put a bigger upper on this AR-15 lower, and you can fire these spicy boys in the area where these ones are supposed to go. And so today what I have for you is, this is a Bear Creek Arsenal 16-inch free float barrel. It has a 15-inch handguard. It's altogether it's decent for the price. It was only like $240. The fit and finish is good-ish, you know, for the price. But for the stuff that you guys saw at the beginning of the video, that is not how it was running last week. This is my second time out here. The first time looked a little bit more like this. And it did not feed the next round, which is not awesome. Oh my goodness. This is highly, highly frustrating. And I'm not happy with something. I'm just not sure what the something is yet. If this didn't have my registered SBR on the bottom of it, I probably would have already launched this thing off of the deck. And so any of you guys out there that are 458 fans already, you guys probably knew this. You probably knew that this upper had a bit of a checkered history. This company has a bit of a checkered history, but for the price, I was willing to buy it, bring it out here and test it. My first outing with it was not good at all. And so I called the folks that I bought the ammunition from. This is Black Butterfly Ammunition. They make these 458 SOCOM rounds, and it seems to be something that they make a lot of. I emailed them and I asked them some questions because there was some gunpowder residue in the chamber here, like some unburned stuff. He explained to me that was normal in the ones that we're using, which are the 350 grain 1450 or 85 feet per second bullets, which is going to give us about 1,800 feet-pounds of energy, give or take, at the muzzle. And these guys were so helpful. The owner of the company called me, told me some tips and tricks, things to do with the magazines, things to do with the feed ramp in the upper itself, the lugs and such that are just different with the 458 SOCOM to try to get this giant bullet through this where this thing was originally supposed to go to. So if you guys are looking for ammo, I'm not sponsored by them. I bought this. They didn't give it to me or anything. Black Butterfly ammo was tremendously helpful. But when I was going over this upper before I put it on here, before I started running it, everything, like I said, was put together really well. As far as, you know, just machining, there wasn't any mistakes. There's been a couple places where I've gouged the anodizing or whatever off of it. It comes off relatively easy, but again, it was $240 shipped to my house, so it wasn't really that big of a deal. The only thing that I've seen that's kind of on it is the gas staking. It's a double staked gas key. It seems like it could be staked harder than it was, but it looks like it's going to hold and such. So today we're just going to screw around with this, look at what this massive bullet can do to different targets, about a whole bunch of fun stuff. So if you guys haven't subscribed yet, subscribe down below. Hit that like button. That is the biggest thing that you can do to help out this video or any other YouTube video out there, and to see more stuff like this 458 SOCOM with a suppressor on it too. I forgot to mention that. You guys probably saw it earlier. Threaded barrel up here, 5/8 by 32. So you do have to buy an adapter if you have a standard 30 cal multi-cal suppressor that has the 5/8 by 24 thread. So if you guys want to run this suppressed, you still have to wear ears. It still hurt my ears when I was shooting it suppressed with no ears. But without further ado, let's shoot some stuff. So this thing is wildly huge, right? I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see down the hole of the barrel there, but it's just absolutely enormous. And like I said, it's built on the 5.56 AR-15 platform. So the AR-15 mags fit right in there with the 5.56 bullets. Now, watch what happens if we release the mag release with the 5.56 223 in there. The bullet, the whole cartridge will come just rocketing out of the barrel because the thing is so darn big. But what I want to do first, I want to show you guys the difference in the hitting power of this, because this is going to be hitting with about 1,800 feet-pounds of energy, even though it's only going about 1,500 feet per second, whereas this is going to be going 2,800 feet per second, but it's only going to be hitting with about 1,400 feet-pounds energy. We're going to hit some of those small little hanging targets over there and just take a look at what the difference is. We'll try the one on the left. It has a decent amount of movement to it there. Take out this 5.56 mag from the 458 SOCOM. We'll see how this one does and how well this thing is actually sighted in. Another thing, this charging handle likes to fly back, so when you're using this, be sure your face is out of the way. And if I can put it on, that's a lot of movement there. See if we can hit it again. Yeah, I mean, it's whipping. So we've got a myriad of targets down there. Got some water jugs, pineapples, 48 ounces of mayonnaise, a deteriorating pumpkin, and a couple of those used up blocks of concrete from other videos that we've done. I'm going to shoot one of the water jugs with the 5.56, and then we're just going to clear the rest of them out with the 458 SOCOM. And like I said, this thing running 1,000% better than it was, with just a couple modifications, which I can't mention, or else they won't let me put ads on this, and then we don't want to make money, and then we won't make videos. So subscribe. Here we go. All right, let's do this one on the right here with the 458 SOCOM. It just rips it like in two. Let's just work our way over. How about that pumpkin? It doesn't look like there's really much there to hit. Let's try one of those pineapples right there. It looks like I just winged it. Let's try the other one. I took off a much bigger chunk. And that's all the ammo on that mag. We must only had like 5 or 6. All right, we got like, I don't know, 6 or 7 more. Another thing that guy told me was don't completely fill the mags. He says that makes it a little bit better. I don't know. Let's keep going. Let's do one of these concrete blocks from an old penetration video. Absolutely annihilates it. If you guys haven't seen my videos where we shoot them with AR-15, as a matter of fact, the heck with it. I'll shoot the other one with the AR-15. We'll see if it even is able to knock it off the ledge there. And it did, but not nearly with the violence that the 458 SOCOM did. Let's see, there's another water bottle over there that is just mocking us. We had another jam, unfortunately. But cleared it real quick, which is better than it was. Annihilated. How about 48 ounces of mayonnaise? Stuff's probably filled with cholesterol. We better vanquish. Oh, I just winged it too. I don't want to shoot it in those rocks. So set it back up and we'll shoot it again. 458 SOCOM, point blank, mayonnaise. God. Dude, vaporized. Nothing even came back on me. And nothing at all. And if you guys are worried about how much kick this thing has, or, you know, if it's really just a thumper, you know, I think I just shot that one-handed. I'm going to go back to the tape, but I'm pretty sure I just shot it one-handed. So it's not that big a deal. Now, granted, we're not shooting the highest power rounds that are available, but these things put a hurtin' on whatever they hit. All right, with downrange, we have 1/4 inch steel low, we have 3/8 steel high. We'll shoot those, see what happens when we've retreated back here into the shooting range to give us at least a little protection in case anything goes flying. So here we go. Let's see what this does. Like I said, 350 grain, 1,485 feet per second. We'll do the 1/4 inch first. I'm not sure if that... I mean, I hit, but I can't see where it did now. There's 3. Oh, we definitely hit it, which is nice. It means the sight's on. And this is only a $40 optic, and I've been really impressed with this, especially compared with my EOTech. The EOTech is sweet, but we'll be doing a full video on EOTechs versus like these cheapo Amazon $40 sights sometime in the future, so be sure to tune in. So when we look at these, we get a problem that we have with a lot of very large bullets, even if they're going pretty fast and have a lot of energy. They just get stopped. And even this is where we hit with that 458 SOCOM, even being compromised by, this is probably an AK-47 7.62 by 39. It wasn't able to penetrate it. It did crack the steel right there, but it did not go through. Same deal here with this 3/8. It just, you know, hit the steel, obliterated, but didn't go through. And that's where rounds like the 5.56 have a definite advantage, where they can, because I think this is a 5.56. I think this is an M855 hole, where they can just punch through it because they're so small, they're going so fast. All that energy is going into a very small spot. And as many people on YouTube in the comments have said, the Russian 5.45, same type of deal. But wait, there's more. You can screw a suppressor on the end of this thing, and, like, you know, there's a lot of practical benefits to suppressors with the sound reduction, you know, the light reduction, if you're really, you know, into that. But the thing is, dude, it looks cool. Look at this thing. It looks awesome. And this Hybrid 46 suppressor, we have used this to suppress 9mm, and now we're using it for 458 SOCOM. If you're looking for another accessory to put on your gun, I highly recommend getting on the list, get a suppressor, do your 1-year waiting period, and just pay the money and get it over with. Get one of these ones that you can use on all sorts of calibers, and, you know, it's, for me, it has been well worth the money. Be sure, though, when you're using one, to put eye protection on for sure, because with the way that it keeps the gas in the barrel, it does spit out more crap out of the ejection port here. So we'll see how this runs with the suppressor on it. I don't think this has adjustable gas, so we'll just kind of get whatever we get, right? But hopefully you guys can hear some sort of difference. These aren't subsonics, these are just regular supersonics. It is what it is for the time being. Let's see, let's get one of that middle thing. Oh, help if I put the... Got excited, and that shoots a lot of gas and such back in your face, so make sure this is all the way back. And this has, the charging handle has a tendency to come back as well. And we're doing pretty good. God bless it, that thing hits like crazy. That was it. That was it. And at like $2 a shot almost, once you get these things shipped to your house, you know, I think they're like $1.80 something plus shipping. This is not a cheap caliber to shoot, and that's, you know, one of the best parts about having a YouTube channel is that you can afford this stuff because you guys watch and subscribe and like and share it, and YouTube pays me money, and then I can share that stuff with you. But that is one of the bigger downsides of the 458 SOCOM, is just the price, or else you could just sit out here and shoot all day, because honestly the recoil of this thing isn't too terribly much worse than, let's say, like an AK-47. It's probably in that same range. And when we're setting this up, you seriously just drop this upper onto this lower. We're still using the standard carbine buffer weight, everything that I run with my 5.56s, my 300 blackouts, you know, everything is basically the same. So guys, the Bear Creek Arsenal 458 SOCOM upper, it's all right. Okay, for the price, it's probably, you know, pretty good. Do a couple things to it, which I really can't tell you guys on YouTube. Maybe if you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, I can put details of that on there. But what I really want to give a thank again to is Black Butterfly Ammunition. Like I said, the owner of the company called me after I, you know, asked a question through their typical customer service portal and explained to me what I probably needed to do in order to make this thing run successfully. So if you guys are in the market for 458 ammo, definitely check those guys out. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, subscribe down below. Hit the like button. Really helps this video out in this channel. I appreciate you guys watching today. I'll see you in the next one.